Hey everyone, this is your DJ Brian Jew on the Drive-In, and you're listening to the Drive-In on TBS efm. And unfortunately, I have some really bad news for you guys. This week is the last week of the Drive-In. Yes, I know what you're thinking. A lot of you are probably no, it's too short. I mean, you're only on the air for an hour, and on top of that, you've only been on air for 6 months, and you're leaving us, Brian. I have no choice. They're firing me, and yes, so this is the last week that the Drive-In will be on radio. And I'd have to say it's been a great 6 months. And it's time for the show to end. And I'm sure you all enjoyed the good times with me, Mike, Jason, Olivia, Christina, who's in Hawaii right now, and Eugene, and the producer, and all the staff members. And I don't want it to end, but all good things must come to an end. And I have some more news for you guys. As all of you know, that TBS's new season starts in 1 week. But our show won't be on air on Monday. And at times like there's going to be a special documentary. No, not even Monday! But then on Tuesday, the new show will fill this time slot and will air for the first time. The show will be called What's Poppin'? And it's going to be a 1-hour pop music entertainment show. And it sounds like it's going to be really fun. And like I said, unfortunately, I'm not going to be a part of it. None of us will, so it's going to be very sad. But it's going to be hosted by somebody I think is very talented, well-rounded, humble. And I'm just going to say this, and it's my personal opinion. This dude is hot. This dude is straight up hot. No homo, really hot, though. You know what I'm saying? And he's well-rounded. He's talented in many, many fields. And if anyone can fill my spot, it's got to be this person. And the fact that this person is going to be filling my spot, I'm not that sad. I'm actually really happy that this person is going to actually continue to, take my time slot. And also, great news, I thought it's going to change, but the writer Eugene, Mike, Olivia will still be here on this time slot. So you guys have to keep it here every day, Monday through Friday from 9 to 10, every morning, and listen and tune in. And guess what, you guys? Guess who the new DJ is going to be? You ready? You ready? It's me! I was fooling with y'all earlier. I wanted to try my little acting skills, but it's hard to act on radio and cry because, I'm just a goofy person. I'm not going to really cry on radio for y'all unless it's really an emotional moment for me. But that is the great news. Next week, we're starting What's Poppin' with Brian Jew. Look at all the Twitter comments. There's just girls saying, no, sobs. But guess what? It's still going to be me, Eugene, Mike, and Olivia every week. So you guys have to tune in. I'll tell you more shortly, but right now we got to get to a song. And the first song of the hour is from Madagascar, which was released in 2005. And this is a song by Like to Move It by will.i.am. Check it out, y'all. That was will.i.am with I Like to Move It from Madagascar soundtrack. Now, welcome back to the Drive-In on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. I'm your go-to guy for the hour, Brian Jew, and I'd like to remind you guys how to get in touch with us here at TBS. Well, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is call the studio at 02-778-1013 or send us a text at pound 1013 for a charge of 51 to your smartphones, or send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com, or you can just simply tweet us away at efmdrivein. And after this week, we're going to change the accounts, and we'll update you guys on it, but only after this week you guys can send in pop tracks of your choice. But this week, still to this Friday, you must make song requests from a movie or a TV show, and that's the only way we'll play it this week. All right, and we have a special announcement. Like I said earlier, next season, What's Poppin', hosted by Brian Jew, will be live on Mondays and Wednesdays only. And all the other days will be pre-recorded, so we just wanted to let you guys know in advance. And we'll host an open studio every Wednesday, which will be aired on Friday. And that's every week of next season. So if you'd like to come to the studio, please make sure you write an email to us about your address and how to get all more details and information about it. So that's going to be EFM Poppin', which is Poppin. No G at the end, just pop in weekdays@gmail.com. So make sure you email us and ask Eugene, our writer, or whoever is on staff at that time about, the details about how to be a part of our Wednesday open studios. It's going to be every week. All right, guys. So right now we have some more Twitter comments on blast. Earlier I was doing like that crying things, and I had a lot of fans actually believe it. I have Charlene. She's like, "Oh my God, Brian Jew. Oh no, you didn't. I hate you." Yes, I'm sorry for fooling you. And then Ongni wrote, "Oh, I'm so hurt. So sad to hear that. Oh, I want to cry. But you guys don't have to cry because I'm not leaving the show, y'all." Yes. And Nene Lent was like, "Throw his pants at B." Ha 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 ha. She's saying that because she's mad at me for joking around. But, I just want to start off a little goofy this morning. Sorry for telling you guys bad news. Good news in a bad way. Also, we have one from Nikki Lewis. She wrote, "Congratulations on the new show." Thank you very much, man. Wrote, "I knew you were just joking. TBS will be here, but different vibe on G's. You scared the bejeezies out of me this morning. Sorry, man. That's my job. I'm here to entertain y'all. And scaring is also an entertainment, part of my entertainment field. I love horror. That's my way of, bringing horror to the stage. Anyways, now it's time for the scene of the day. Now, today's scene of the day comes from a film franchise that I love even more than Star Wars, because Star Wars is so boring. And this franchise is not. I have to admit, that's my personal opinion, because if you're a regular listener to the show, you know that I'm talking about Lord of the Rings and Frodo. Yes. And I think it's way better than Star Wars. No offense, all you Star Wars fans out there. I'm not hating on y'all. It's just, I'm not really into that sci-fi stuff, which Eugene, our writer's into. And if you're into Star Wars, I don't hate you. I love you even more because that's you. You're being original. It's just me. I don't like Star Wars. And I'm sure last week he's going to try and fit in Star Wars somewhere. So, to get back at me for doing Lord of the Rings. But for now, we're going to be doing, yes, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, which was released in 2002. And in this scene, Frodo and Sam are walking through the forest, and Sam wonders if people will remember them later. So, let's have a listen. See, can you feel the emotion in that scene? It's just a great movie. And you can really see the friendship between Sam and Frodo in the scene here. And I also think the scene shows the author is very self-aware in that he knows that he's something good, that there's something good in his hands, And I mean, come on. He's asking if there are going to be people telling stories about Frodo in the future, in a story about Frodo. Come on, J.R. Tolkien. You so sly. All right, now here comes Revenge. I know we're going to get song. I don't know what's going to happen this week. He's going to put in some Star Wars stuff. But right now we're going to play a song for you guys. And it's about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but it's not actually from the Lord of the Rings film. And this song is called Bilbo Baggins. And it's sung by Leonard Nimoy, who actually played, and I knew this twist is going to be in here, actually played Spock on Star Trek, another sci-fi. And the song is kind of weird, but if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, you might like it. But personally, since Leonard Nimoy sang it, not a big fan, but it's up to you. Everyone has their own opinions on this. So check it out, and I'm just going to say sorry to y'all in advance. Like I said to you guys, I apologize in advance. That was Bilbo Baggins by Leonard Nimoy, which is chosen by our writer Eugene, who loves this song. And it's actually sung by the dude who played Spock in Star Trek. And I'm looking at all the Twitter comments right now. Some girl's like, "What is this? This song is a bit," and walks away. Yes, I felt the same way. I wanted to walk away from the studio right now. But if I did, who's going to actually do the DJing part of this program? Nobody, because we would have all left. Anyways, I'm going to go into the next song request. And the next song request is from Winnie B, and it's from the movie Finding Nemo, an animated film about an exotic disabled clownfish that was just released in 2003. And Finding Nemo starred Albert Brooks, Ellen DeGeneres, and Alexander Gould. And it was a really cute film made by Pixar, and it almost made $1 billion. And this was the highest grossing film made by Pixar until Toy Story 3 came out in 2010. And the song we're going to play for you right now is by Robbie Williams, and it's called Beyond the Sea. And I'll be right back. That was Robbie Williams singing Beyond the Sea from the Finding Nemo soundtrack. And the next song request is by 2788, and it's from The Coffee Prince, which is a Korean drama that came out in 2007. And the song we're going to play for you guys right now is a great song by As1, who I did an amazing open studio, concert with at Lotte World this weekend. It was so much fun, and I love working with the girls of As1. They actually host a show called K-Popular today. Every day, actually. So if you guys have time, later on, check it out. It's going to be after 1013 Main Street. So stick around for that as well. But right now, we're going to listen to As1 singing White Love Story. Welcome back to the drive-in. Right now, we have Mike Jones for Reaction Monday.
It's country music, Brian, everybody.
I don't know why. I know it's not country music in the background, but...
You know how you usually do the intro? It's like, Reaction Monday with Mike Jones. Well, I was thinking we could try something else. You know,
well, you better think of it now,
I don't know,
today's the last Monday we're doing
I know, Reaction Monday with Michael J. I make you happy with movies about stuff. No?
That didn't rhyme at the end.
I know, but that was purpose. That was comedy. That change.
Good thing today's the last Action Monday.
Can you hear the crickets? Yes, today's last day for
Are you happy it's the last day for Reaction Monday or Action Monday, or are you happy?
You know, so long. I'm both, actually. I'm both. Like, I just put on Twitter that I think it's, every ending means that generally there's a better beginning of something new. And I'm sad because it is the end of something that I've grown to love and enjoy, and I really enjoy all the fans and all the chatter and all the what happens between us here. And but I think we're gonna have an even better show in the future, Brian, because we're gonna be talking. I know a lot of times, like, maybe you feel a little bit uncomfortable because if I bring in a movie or somebody brings in a movie and it's like, yeah, I never saw that movie. So you always do a good job.
It wasn't uncomfortable for me. For me, it's a learning experience. And when you bring in a movie that I haven't seen, I do want to see it later on. So
chances are, with the music that I'll bring in, I'm sure you'll have heard of it, but I'll bring in some music that you've not heard of too. I think that or maybe you're not.
I'm pretty sure not just me, but the listeners as
well.
Right,
exactly. So, but I think this is gonna cater more to your obviously your expertise, and I think it'll.
Are you bringing
more
Canadian music?
Would you like me to?
Well, if it's Bryan Adams,
it won't be Bryan Adams. If you like Bryan Adams,
Alanis
it might be
Morissette.
No.
If it's Celine Dion.
No, it will never. I promise. Never, ever be Celine. It might be Alan Thicke, though.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, okay. But, no, just kidding.
All right, but you guys know that, like I said before, this program is going to change. It's not going to be the driving anymore. It's going to be called What's Poppin' with your boy, Brian Jew. And we're going to do a lot of changes next week. And the first change of next week is Monday. Monday's not going to be the corner where Mike comes in.
Nope.
Mike is going to start coming in on Tuesdays instead of Mondays. And he's going to be doing a segment called
Poppin' Review.
Yes.
Yes. Poppin' Review.
So instead of Reaction Mondays, we're going to do Poppin' Review.
We should come up with a song right now.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. With my
Brian, digital voice.
Yes.
Digital Brian.
Now we're doing pop music.
Right.
Pop, 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 pop with my J.
You guys wish you knew how he was doing that. I'm not going to tell you. That's his little, song.
I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. It's not too difficult. But right now, even though next week it's going to be Poppin' Review.
Do you know what I'm going to be doing, though, right? You know what I'm going to be doing on Poppin' Review?
I don't know. You explain it.
Okay, good. I'm going to be actually reviewing albums. Both some of the more current albums. I probably will not do anything absolutely current. Well, I won't say probably not, but I guess my expertise is more in the 80s, 70s kind of area. So I'll do some of that.
I don't want you to feel like that you have to do songs from the past.
Oh,
just do whatever you feel. What you like. You're like, oh, this week I just came upon this album and love this song or listened to the whole track and
awesome.
Only the first track was great and the rest was blah, blah, blah. You could be honest about it.
Yep. Good.
Because you don't want some listeners to be like, I listened to an album that Mike Jones reviews and I listened to it and it was boring.
Right. Of course. I'm gonna choose the stuff that I like and hopefully I want you guys to like too. It's kind of like my movies, kind of like the movies that I chose today.
And apparently they said it also depends on what the producer wishes.
There's that too. Yeah. Thanks, Eugene.
Yeah. Thanks for just pushing us down the gutter.
Yeah, throw us to the curb. Hey, but today, I choose the movies that I think people will like, and today I chose a movie because I know that you kind of liked it. I chose a very scary movie.
Yes.
Very scary. Well, I wouldn't say very, quite scary movie. It's called Sinister.
Yes.
Yes.
Even the name.
I know. Sinister.
Yes. This movie, I have to admit, was written by or made by the same people who did, I think, Paranormal Activity and Insidious.
Insidious, you betcha.
Which Insidious
He
is
also
the
did
reason why.
the director did Exorcism of Emily Rose. Did you ever see
Oh,
that?
that guy did this movie. Oh, I did not know
That was a pretty
I saw
scary
that.
one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary one.
But Sinister, the reason why I wanted Mike to see it is because I wanted him to slowly get into the horror genre.
Okay.
Because Sinister is still lightweight for me.
Right.
But it still had some scary scenes.
What is the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Actually,
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say because growing up and being a little kid is different. And
Yep.
when I was a little kid, I thought like Halloween was scary.
Okay.
Because I saw that dude with the white mask
Yep.
on, Michael Myers,
Michael
chasing
Myers.
everybody. And then I thought, you know, The Exorcist was one of the scariest movies.
Still one of the scariest
Yes.
for me. Yep. Have you ever seen, what is it called? Rosemary's Baby.
I did not see
You
that
got to
movie.
see Rosemary's Baby. It was who's the guy that did that?
Is it a remake version or?
No, it's actually an original. And
Okay.
what is his name? Roman Polanski did it. Roman Polanski, who's known for doing some kind of scary films. He did Chinatown, which wasn't scary, but it was definitely. He did Nine Gates with
Oh, Nine
Johnny
Gates.
Depp.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
he's-
movie that freaked me out when I was a kid though was Poltergeist.
Oh man, yeah, that was totally
scary. In front of the TV, a little girl like, yeah.
That was, I think, the second one was They're Back.
Yeah.
Oh, my dude. Yeah, that was scary.
That's when Craig T. Nelson was young.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And Jo Beth Williams was in that. But we're not talking about Poltergeist today. No, we're talking about
No, we're not.
Sinister.
Yes, we are.
It stars Ethan Hawke, who plays a hyper fame-driven true crime novel writer who's out to find his next bestseller.
Yep.
So, unwittingly, I guess he moves his family, who's unaware of what they're doing. He moves his family.
That's kind of messed up, don't you think?
It was cruel. Like, he deserved it.
Yeah.
He absolutely deserved it. Yeah.
Well, we won't tell you what he deserved.
No, but he moves his family into this home where this gruesome, horrible murder took place a couple of years before.
Yes.
I guess he's kind of like a method actor. He wanted to put himself right in the place where try and get in the mind frame of the family. And while after they move in, he gets up into the attic and he finds this box of old 8mm movies, and he starts watching them.
Yes.
Plugs them in.
You would
Starts
too,
watching.
wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool, right? Until he sees that all the films actually show the different murders of different families in different places and time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
that took a twist.
That did take a twist. And, I guess although Ethan thinks it's a good thing, like seeing these movies is a good thing that it's going to help him to write the next big bestseller of all time, basically he unwittingly opens the door to the underworld, unleashing evil upon him and his family. That's right. To find out what happens, you guys got to turn in. I do recommend people watch it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a good.
Especially if you're weak with horror films, if you know that you can't really get into horror films, this is something that'll actually slowly build you into the horror
Right.
genre.
This is kind of like doing push-ups before you hit the bench press.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or jogging on the treadmill for about
Before you
5 minutes before you start your actual
Right.
routine.
That's right. It's the
Exactly.
warm-up. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good movie.
So you said Ethan Hawke was in it?
Ethan Hawke is in it. Of course, he's known for Reality Bites. Did you ever see Reality Bites?
Of course.
That's one of my favorite post-college movies. The Explorers, he did it. He was a child star. Not too many people know that he kind of grew up with River Phoenix around the same time as River Phoenix.
Oh, yeah,
They were
yeah,
actually
yeah.
friends.
He was a young dude.
Yep. And he did a movie called The Explorers, where him and his buddies built this spaceship and they went up to the world. He also played in Gattaca, which is one of my favorite futuristic sci-fi kind of movies.
Okay.
And he also played, most women definitely know this, he played in Before Sunset
Don't know
and
that
After
movie at
Sunset.
all.
It's a movie about a guy and a girl who meet in Paris and they talk.
Okay.
And-
Didn't he do a movie with Denzel Washington too? When he
Yeah, he did. That's great. Training Day.
Training Day. That's
oh,
right.
Man, that's such a good
Training
movie.
Day was a great movie.
Yep, so good.
Yes.
The movie also stars, Sinister also stars Fred Dalton Thompson. I've mentioned this guy before. He actually was a senator of Tennessee. And he is one of my favorite character
Wait,
actors.
he played a senator? of
No,
Tennessee,
he actually became, he's kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He became a real senator, a real governor, not senator. He became a senator of Tennessee. And he's just an awesome actor. He always plays the kind of authoritarian kind of character. And he was in Die Hard 2. He was in Law and Order. He's done a bunch of shows, and he's got just this presence, this authoritarian presence, and he's a very convincing actor. The movie also stars Vincent I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Vincent D'Onofrio?
Sounds right to me, the way it's spelled.
Yeah, D'Onofrio. He played Private Pyle in Full Metal Jacket.
Okay.
He also plays in a version of Law and Order called Criminal Intent, which is really good. And as we said before, the movie is directed by Scott Derrickson, who did Emily Rose, Exorcism of Emily Rose, and was produced by Jason Blum, who you said did Insidious, Paranormal Activity, and, this is weird, he did the movie The Reader.
What is The Reader about?
The Reader is a love story about...
so it's not even horror?
Yeah, it's with Kate Winslet. She plays like a German woman who has a romantic relationship with a much younger man.
Okay, very
It's a little different than
Okay.
Insidious. I suppose in a way it is Insidious. But, I mean, how insidious would it be to, like, make out with Kate Winslet? I don't think it would be that bad.
After seeing Titanic, I want to.
Yeah, it was good.
But, now she's older. And,
Oh, man, she's still got it.
Yeah.
She's still got it.
She's my favorite redhead.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Wait, is she a natural redhead or is she blonde? And
I don't
naturally
know.
red?
We should
I gotta Google
during the
that
break,
later.
we should definitely
Check that online.
Google that and see
Yes.
what's up. Yeah.
All right, now, why should people watch this film?
Why should people watch this? Well, it's definitely got some good creepy moments. There's a particular moment with a lawnmower that that's all I'll say. There's a lawnmower scene, and I didn't
Actually, you know
jump.
what? Let them ponder on that right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Let them ponder on the lawnmower, and we'll go into a song.
Right, but here's the thing: to introduce this song, 'cause this is very important. I was
introduce it, go
I
ahead.
was going to like introduce songs from the soundtrack, but they're scary. I was listening to them on YouTube, and I was like getting freaked out listening to them because the music is intense. So what I wanted to do was instead I wanted to introduce some cheery, happy songs,
That were in
kind
the
of
movie?
that were not in the movie, that were like just totally random from around the world. It's kind of an introduction to our new show that will be coming in. So I'm going to introduce Mumford and Sons. They actually won awards for this song at the Grammys, and the name of the song is "I Will Wait."
All right, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian has left the building. It's me alone here. Brian, come back.
Actually, I was taking a slight nap because that song, I don't know why. Do you ever notice, like, sometimes fast music actually knocks you out better than, like, light
absolutely.
music?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, and that song, like Mumford and Sons, I don't know, they've got this, like, mystical quality to them that really, like, if I listen to them, it makes me feel good and it puts me out.
It also
Knocks me
makes me
out.
want to talk like this from now on.
Yeah. But they're like from London.
Yeah, but I'm like, the instruments.
with the, how'd you do that?
That just sounds like a weird language now.
Right.
Anyways, we were talking about the movie Sinister.
Right. And, I was talking about the lawnmower scene in the movie Sinister, and we thought it would be funny if that song that we just played was actually the song that was used during the, that scene. It would have changed it. It would have been much more funny.
I wouldn't want. That can't be. We just don't want to get into detail about that scene, but the scene that Mike is talking about is not a funny scene. It's like the moment you see that, I cringed.
Yes.
I was like,
pretty-
my gosh,
Yeah.
whoever wrote this script
Has got some problems.
Exactly. They were in a hospital before they came out and wrote this movie.
And there's a couple scenes in the movie where it's so bad, it's so scary that I actually started laughing.
What?
It's like, this is so wrong, and I started laughing because, I don't know.
Are you talking about the pool scene or the car scene?
I did laugh at the pool scene, but no, I actually laughed at the tree scene.
Why is that funny to you?
Well, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so horrible. I can't believe that this is actually happening and we're seeing it, right?
All right, well,
it's the very first scene you see on the movie.
The thing that makes me laugh about that a little bit as well is
Right.
because these kids are like superpowered kids. Because if you guys don't know, they show it in the previews too. It's about this demon dude called Bagul.
Mr. Boogie.
Yeah, so Bagul, he actually lives in children or something like that. He actually enters the lives of children.
He lives in
haunts
film.
children.
He lives in pictures and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah,
and
right.
if kids see it,
Right.
he kind of enters their life.
Right.
And he takes over the kid's life. And yes, and that's how the family gets involved, but we don't get too detailed, but I'm
Right.
saying, yes, these kids become superpowered somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like Superman came down from his planet and just gave him
Entered
superpowers.
the kid. Yeah, right. Super.
You will be super
evil,
demonic.
Evil powers.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. Some
Yeah.
of these scenes are very
Yeah, so if
disturbing.
you've got a kid, if you're listening and you've got kids, do yourself a favor and don't. I still don't recommend it for kids. 'Cause
Do not watch
yeah.
this with anyone under 16
It's
or under 18.
Well,
Okay, 16.
12.
12. Yes. Adults, I advise you to make sure kids do not see this film.
I would have had nightmares. Number one, you'll never trust your kid again if you watch it with this.
Oh, no. Do not watch this with your kid.
Actually, and one of the cool things about the movie is, like, the bad guy's name. Okay, this is what made me laugh. The bad guy's name is Bagul, right?
Yeah.
But the kids call him Mr. Boogie. Well, do you know what a boogie is? It's something that hangs out inside your nose.
Exactly.
Right. Or it's something that you do on the dance floor. I feel like
the boogie.
I'm doing the boogie. You know?
Yes.
But it comes from like the Boogie Man, right? The Mr. Boogie. But anyway, it's scary, Mr. Boogie. It's I don't know, it makes me laugh.
It's creepy. And the dude, the Bagul guy's mask, or I don't know if it's his mask or if it's his actual face. It's a creepy looking face.
It's pretty creepy. It's
like the Joker gone bad.
It's the joke. It's the Joker plus the Crow. Did you ever see the Crow?
Oh yeah.
It's the Joker plus the Crow.
It's like a Joker plus a Crow mask that they sell during Halloween season,
right?
But kind of melted,
right,
in the heat. Right?
That just takes it. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's
to be exact. That's in detail.
And the good things about this movie, good reasons to watch this movie, is it's a good movie to watch if you're on a date.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, if you're with your cutie and, you know, you guys are hugging because she's scared, you hold her tight and you hold her close.
And she'll jump in you like, oh my God, I'm so scared.
Yeah, it's nice. Or if the guy's a wimp, then the girl has to hold the guy because, you know, not that there's anything wrong, guys, if, you know, you watch a movie and you're scared.
Well, that could give a guy a reason
didn't need to call you a wimp.
Yeah, you don't have to be a wimp.
Right.
That could be a guy's excuse to actually fall into a girl's arms.
I'm going to totally use that.
Yes. But
maybe when I'm watching something like what's a good romantic comedy that everybody, you know, like P.S. I Love You or that movie If Only, because If Only with Jennifer Love Hewitt scares me to death.
Why?
It's worse than any horror movie I've ever seen.
It's a good movie.
Oh, come on, Brian.
Right. I don't like you anymore. Are you guys?
If only they would turn it off.
Oh my gosh. Our new update, Tuesdays next week, Mike will not be in the studio because he's going to be home crying. Just joking.
Because we're going to be reviewing the If Only soundtrack, and I refuse.
I love that movie. All right, right now with that said, because since you just made fun of a few movies I did enjoy watching,
right.
We'll go
I'm not making fun of you, Brian. You know,
you're just making fun of the movie.
The movie. Yeah.
And people who love it.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to go straight to the evaluation for this movie, Sinister.
We've got a squeal-o-meter. Squeal. So I need some help with this. I'm going to go. I'm not giving it a full 5 squeals. I'm giving it 3 hard squeals and 1 soft squeal. So you have to do the soft squeal.
That sounds like a light fart, but
exactly. Well, I did want to do the fartometer, but I figured that
has nothing to do with horror.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess anyway. Okay. So we're going to do the squeal-o-meter, 3 hard squeals. Oma!
You said Opa?
Oma!
Oh, the Korean squeal.
Yeah. No, it's got to be less.
You know, because
that was a burp.
No, because you know when you get so scared that no sound comes out, you like suck the air back in. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alrighty. So, how many squeals you giving it right now?
I'm giving it 3.5.
3.5? Alright, let's do this.
Okay, ready? Oh! Good.
There you go, you guys.
3.5 squeals.
3.5 squeals out of 5
for Sinister.
Sinister.
Now, Brian, you know, if we had time, we would do Insidious also. You recommend Insidious, right?
It's a great movie.
Yeah. So,
the ending's not that great, but with every horror movie, the ending never is great.
It's never that great.
The movie itself freaked me out.
There you go.
With that said, right now, it is the last reaction or Action Mondays we're ever going to have with Mike Jones.
Goodbye, Punchometer. Goodbye, Smoochometer. And hello, fun with some nights. See you guys later. See you next week with a new show. Bye, Brian.
All right, I'll be right back. This is Fun, Some Nights. Once again, that was Some Nights by Fun. And now we have another song request right now. It's probably going to be the end song for the day, which it is. It's time to wrap up because 1013 Main Street is next. And after that, we got K-Popular. So stick around for both shows. It's going to be a great afternoon. And if you're listening to GFN, then stay tuned for Hello Korea. The last song of the hour is actually, the song's called The Beautiful People from the Burlesque soundtrack. This is Christina Aguilera singing The Beautiful People. And this is Brian Ju signing off. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with Jason B.